Hey everybody, welcome back to another edition of Where Did That Saying Come From? Today, we're going to dive into this one. Don't look a gift horse in the mouth. I'm sure you've all heard that. It's not super common. I have used it somewhat recently. I don't remember in what situation, but I know I used it and that's why it's stuck in my head. So I went and looked that one up. So we're talking about horses and horses' mouths. I don't get it. So basically what it means is, don't be ungrateful when you receive a gift. Okay, that's kind of makes sense, although I don't understand what the mouth of the horse is. So it goes way back, but apparently, horses were given as gifts. So way back in the day, I don't think that really happens too much anymore. I don't know about down the Lancaster way, maybe they give horses. I don't know. I'll ask them next time I'm down in Bird in Hand, Pennsylvania. But apparently, there's a way to tell how old a horse is by looking at the horse's teeth. Who would have known this? Maybe horse people know this. I don't know. Apparently, a horse's teeth change as they age, and if you're skilled enough, you can tell how old the horse is by looking at the teeth. So basically what the saying is like, look, if some dude comes up to you and gives you a horse as a gift, don't insult the man by going and looking at the horse's teeth to try and tell how old it is. It's a free horse. Take the goddamn horse. It's valuable. These are old times. That's what it means. So like, if someone gives you a gift, you don't kind of look over it and go, well, that's nice, but. Nah, that's rude, man. So same thing. In the old days, or if next week somebody comes to your door with a horse, take the horse. Just take it. Say, thank you very much. I thank you for the horse. Let the man or woman go away and then figure out what to do with the horse. But don't look it in the mouth and try to figure out how old it is and say, well, I don't want the horse because it's too old. That would be rude. Just take the horse. So this is what happens. As far as politically correct, of course it's politically correct, okay? And one more for today. Let's talk about a feather in one's cap, right? So we're talking about that's a feather in his cap. You talk about somebody achieving something. Well, it's really as basic as that. That's when it's used. People in the olden days, again, when we didn't have, TikTok and Twitter and Instagram where we could show everybody our achievements or what we consider to be achievements. I mean, I don't know if ordering a meatball at a restaurant is an achievement that you got to send to everybody, or how you eat the meatball. I'm really not following that, but I guess today, those kinds of things are achievements, and you can pump those bad boys out and say, hey everybody, look at what I did. I ordered this big meatball at a restaurant, and now I'm going to eat it. Today, I guess that flies as an achievement, but back in the old days, they didn't have that. So when someone wanted to stand out or be recognized by someone else as having achieved something, they used feathers in a lot of societies. I don't know. I mean, they were around, they ate birds, they did a lot with birds. They took a feather and stuck it in your hat. I mean, going way back, 1500s and all that, apparently this tradition existed in a lot of societies independent of the others. So like, everybody just thought of it at once. Whatever. I mean, I guess birds, it's a lot of birds around. So like in Hungary, it says here, in Hungary, there was a tradition that none, this is quoted from some dude in Hungary, 1500 and some year, says that none should wear a feather but he who had killed a Turk. Seems a little rough, but there was a lot of wars back then, and I guess if you were from Hungary and you were fighting the Turks and you killed somebody, you got a feather in your cap, and apparently no one else was allowed to do that because they didn't have that, the honor, I guess, of killing one of the enemy, right? And if you think about Native Americans in the good old US of A, they had those headdresses. It wasn't necessarily about killing people for them, but anything that they had done, a good hunt, whatever. They killed the biggest bear, deer, caught the biggest fish, whatever it was, did something to help out the tribe and the society, they got a feather in their cap. Now, there weren't a lot of Native Americans walking around with, Red Sox hats on and they're sticking feathers in them. I mean, the cap back then was like a headdress thing. You've seen them. You've seen them on TV. You can look it up on the internet. But there you go. Feather in one's cap. Put a feather in your cap means you achieved something or you're being recognized by someone else for achieving something. Boom, there you go. Again, nothing wrong with that. You can use it today and I don't think it's gonna offend anybody. All right, catch you on the next video. We'll tackle a couple more phrases. See ya.